Hey guys, what is up? Zero here, and welcome back to Just Natsuki. The new version. I don't I don't really know how to like different. Oh gosh, excuse me. I don't know how to differentiate this between the old Just Natsuki. It's like, cause I don't just want to say Just Natsuki, cause if you noticed, the first video of this was called like Just Natsuki, and in parentheses I put Reworked, mostly because I felt like there was something I needed to put that kind of make this separate, cause this isn't necessarily the same as the other mod. Like, it's made by some of the same people, but like, you know, I don't have all my progress from the old mod. Like, this is basically a new take almost, you know? So it's like, I feel like I'd be doing it a disservice to just assume, like to make it think like it's like the same as before. Also, it's just come to my attention, is the background supposed to not be animated? Like, is this an option? I don't, because I just noticed the window was frozen, and I was like, is it supposed to? I guess it's supposed to be like that, okay. I was very confused.
Zero, you're back. I mean, of course you'd come back. I knew you would. Only a total jerk would abandon someone like that.
Yeah, of course. I may have abandoned you for a few days, but it was only a few days. I had stuff to do, I'm sorry. But, of course, I would never not come back, Natsuki. I never abandoned you. See, technically I can say this because this isn't the Natsuki from the original one.
But thanks for not being an idiot about it.
So, what did you want to talk about? Alright, so, I don't know if she's gonna start having conversations with me randomly now. I don't think she is. I feel like I should turn on repeat topics. Let's see if that happens. Because, yeah, I don't know. I feel like maybe that's why they haven't been showing up. I don't know. It was weird. But I doubt I unlocked anything. I think I'm still in the same. I'm not really I don't think I raised any affection levels, so I'm pretty sure all of them are pretty much the same. But yeah. Oh, by the way, to answer, some people are most likely going to ask where Monika is. She is sleeping right now. She was tired, and I asked her if she wanted me to record without her, and she said sure. So now we are here. This truly is the Just Natsuki experience. Now we've truly gone back in time. Not only am I alone recording these, but I even had a non-proper intro, you know, where it's like I fucking almost burped. So clearly, I'm just as unprofessional as I was at the start of this channel. Anyway, let's ask her some stuff, shall we? So we did ask her about pets, and I think about her favorite animal. Same thing with that. We asked if she was into cosplay. What do you think of your school uniform? That is an interesting question.
My school uniform? That's kind of a weird thing to ask me about. Huh?
It is. I just clicked it because I needed something to talk about, Natsuki. Don't ask me what I want to talk about and then make fun of the stuff that I asked to talk about. I'm just trying to make conversation, Natsuki. Don't judge me.
Well, whatever. I'll let it slide. This time. It's alright, I guess. I actually really like the warm colors. They're way easier on the eyes than a lot of the other uniforms I've seen around. But, oh my gosh, Zero.
Is she gossiping to me right now?
The layers. So many layers. Who even thought someone needs that much clothing? For school, of all places.
Well, Natsuki, what if you get cold? Now you got all those layers to keep you warm.
I mean, do you even know what wearing all of this in the summer is like? It's horrible.
Okay, yeah, no, that's probably very terrible. I like to think that there is like a summer variation of their uniform, though. I mean, and we just don't see it because DDLC, I'm pretty sure, takes place around like, what, the fall? Because I feel like people broke down. I could have sworn people broke down, like, the times that, like, certain places will have, like, a festival in, like, Japan and such, even though DDLC, I know, doesn't exactly take place in Japan, but it kind of does, so you can use some comparisons here and there. But I feel like they said it would take place around the fall time, so it's not happening during, like, bright, sunny days. So I would like to think they have summer, like, outfits You know, I like to think that, like, they don't have to wear the blazer or something, you know?
And the blazer. Ugh. It's actually the worst thing ever. Like, yeah, I could take some off between class, but I had to put it all back on when I went in. Or get told off. Again. And honestly, I have no idea how Sayori got away with hers being so scruffy.
Or open.
And all of this stuff is super expensive, too. Talk about a kick in the teeth. Jerks. Ugh. I seriously wish uniforms were banned or something. It could be worse, though, I guess. At least I never had to learn how to do a tie. What about you, though, Zero? Did you have to wear a uniform at school?
No, actually. I have to wear a uniform now. No, I didn't have to wear a uniform. And now she's jealous.
Lucky. Well, anyway. I guess at least I'm warm and toasty for the winter, right?
I did say that. That is true. Whoa! Oh, it turned sun to... Oh, because the time changed. I was like, what the fuck? Did I unlock something? And I was like, oh no, it was just the time changed, so the fucking weather changed. Alright, she looks a little happier. I think I'm getting closer. We're getting closer to her. I already asked her about her fears. Do you drink alcohol? Well, I would assume she doesn't, considering the fact that she is... Well, actually, she's 18. I was gonna say she's underage, and I was like, no, actually, no, not in Japan. In Japan, they can drink alcohol, I'm pretty sure. It's only America with our 21 rule.
Do I drink alcohol? Well, I can't say I've ever tried it. I just don't think it's something for me. That being said, I knew people who did drink it. But I'd really rather not get into that, Zero.
Oh.
That was
I probably should have thought about that before I clicked that question.
Sorry. Oh, that reminds me, actually. I bet you didn't know, but guess who just randomly brought someone to the club one day?
Was it Sayori? No, I was kidding. It's most likely Yuri.
Yuri! Surprised? I know, right?
I mean, yeah, whoa, Yuri! I've never heard this story before. The first time I'm hearing it.
I mean, it was just completely out of the blue. She just produced it from her bag like it was a book or something. It wasn't even just some random supermarket stuff either. It looked super expensive, too. Honestly, I couldn't help myself. I just burst into laughter. I think it was just how nonchalant it all was, really. Monika didn't look impressed, though. And Sayori, she just got really upset. She was shouting and everything. It looked like Yuri put a lot of thought into picking something out, but she just got yelled at for it. I mean, I know we shouldn't have had it in there at all, and Yuri should have known better. But she didn't deserve all of that. I think she was just trying to be nice, you know? It's all in the past now, obviously, but it doesn't mean I don't still feel bad about it sometimes.
You know, every time I heard that story, well, when I first heard that story, it was like, I didn't think about Yuri getting, like, I never got the idea that Yuri got, like, seriously told off by Sayori. I just thought Sayori was just, like, freaking out. Like, I think Monika was just embarrassed. I'm pretty sure, because I feel like Monika explains that she was, like, slightly embarrassed by it. Hold up, I will do research. I can get the exact thing, because I am a man with the power of the internet, just to be safe. So yeah, Monika's exact phrasing was, Natsuki laughed out loud and Sayori started yelling at her. I actually felt kind of bad because she was at least trying to be nice. I think it just made her feel even more reserved in the club room. But I think Natsuki was a bit curious to try it. And to be completely honest, I kind of was too. So yeah, Monika just said, like, she felt bad for her. So I feel like Monika just probably just had, like, a nervous expression, like a, you know, like, just like very, like, oh my gosh, Yuri. And then Sayori was just, like, nah! Like, I don't think she was actually, like, fully yelling at her. I feel like she was like, Yuri, what have you done? You can't bring that here! Like, I don't think I never got the, like, impression that she would, like, would seriously yell at Yuri.
Hey, Zero? I don't really care that much if you drink or not. Just go easy on the stuff. But only because I'm not gonna clean up after you.
Of course. That's why. It's okay, Natsuki. I don't really drink alcohol anyway. Do you have a sweet tooth? I think we didn't ask that, actually. I was about to say, can I skip these? But I was like, no, I can't. It looked like I could.
Huh? Do I have a sweet tooth? Well, yeah, of course I do. Pig stuff is okay, but I find it gets kind of sickly before long.
I thought it said sticky, but then no, it says sickly. Wait, sickly? Does that say sickly or does it say sticky? What? Yeah, no, it says sickly, yeah. Find it gets kind of sickly before long. Okay.
But to be completely honest, if I had a choice, just give me a bunch of candy every time. There's so much more variety. Like, there's always something for whatever I feel like. I think if I had to pick a favorite, though, it'd be those fizzy ones. Just that perfect mix of sweet and sour, you know? Jeez, I can feel my tongue tingling already just thinking about them.
That's a wonderful face.
Anyway, it isn't like I'm snacking on treats all the time, though. I've got way better things to spend my money on. And it's not exactly healthy, either. I could go for some candy right now, actually. But I think I'll hold back. Someone's got to be a role model to you, Zero. Am I right?
I am not going to have a 4'11" girl be my role model. I'm sorry, Natsuki. Alright, what is up next on this? What's your favorite drink? Did we ask that? We did. I did ask that. I remember now. Because she was talking about depends on the weather. I did not ask about the VTubers. So here's that question. I think I said this last time, but in case it's not obvious, I don't know anything about VTubers. I know, like, very little information about them. I don't really watch them. So my information on VTubers is very much just hearsay from other people.
Huh? VTubers? Like those people with the anime-style avatars that play games and stuff online for people to watch? That is what you mean, right? Well, it's definitely a cool idea. It lets people share their passions and experiences with others behind a completely clean persona, without having to worry about baggage following them into their personal lives or people being creeps or stuff like that.
Sadly, it doesn't really stop the second part, but you know. Yeah, sadly, people are still creeps, but, I mean, at least it's better than people being creeps about your actual face, so.
A lot of them even make full-blown careers out of it. Merchandise, song releases, and everything. Just like idols. It's crazy. That being said, I never really got into that sort of thing myself.
Same.
Like, don't get me wrong, I'm sure they're pretty fun to watch, if you're into that kind of thing, I mean. But I'd rather be playing or doing something myself than watching someone else do it, usually. That might just be me, though. What about you, Zero? Are you into that sort of stuff? Wait, don't bother answering that. You did ask me about them after all. I think that speaks for itself. Wouldn't you agree?
No, I just wanted to make conversation, Natsuki. I can't name VTubers. No, and everyone's gonna be like, what's your favorite VTuber? And I'm gonna be like, the one with the anime hair. That one's pretty good. But no, I think my opinion of VTubers is very similar to the one that Natsuki gave. Where it was like, I think it's a cool idea. I think it's pretty clever, you know? It's a clever way for people who wanna use like a face cam without actually showing their face, you know? I think it's pretty clever and neat. Just, no, it's not really something I'm personally into. But I think it's cool. Not scared mean. You shouldn't assume things. Assuming makes an ass out of you and me. Do you play much sports?
Huh? Sports? You do know it's kind of hard to stay active in a single room, right?
I was talking about before the room.
Well, anyway, I try to keep up how I can. I can't do laps or anything, but I can easily get some stretches and jumping jacks in. Of course, school was always a lot more varied, but I always kind of struggled to keep up. I guess I just don't have much stamina. Probably didn't help myself saving for that skateboard. Well, whatever. I was really into that anyway. Oh, but you know who was? I bet you do, huh?
Monika.
And that's Sayori, duh.
Never mind, it was Sayori. I was wrong.
I mean, really, you should have seen her. She was a menace. Seriously, you don't believe me?
I don't.
She was so fast. Just a flash of orange fluff and messy gym clothes, and then boom, tackled.
Orange fluff. Orange? Why is there orange fluff? Why would there be orange from Sayori?
And off she'd skip, merrily into the sunset. Yeah, if Sayori was on your side, you knew your team was going to be packing everything away in defeat. I mean, Monika's pretty good at sports too, obviously, but nobody outran Sayori, Zero. Nobody.
Oh my god.
When she remembered to tie her laces, anyway.
Yeah, if I had to guess, Sayori was probably the one that in the like mile or something, she was the one who sprinted like at the beginning and didn't know how to pace herself. Like if I had to guess, Sayori does not know how to pace herself while Monika does. Like if I had to guess how all of them ran the mile, Sayori sprints off the very start and then starts getting kind of tired as she goes along. Yuri, she takes her time, but she takes too much time. So she's like running decently slowly. Like she's taking her time, but she kind of needs to get a little faster. Natsuki, I think, is a little bit in between Sayori. She sprints, but she doesn't sprint too much, I think. You know, she would sprint a little bit at the start, but then she'd try to slow down. But she wouldn't be able to keep it balanced. I feel like Natsuki would always every so often start trying to run really fast. And then stop, and then get tired, and then, like, we're trying to run really fast. Like, she would just keep trying to go fast while also stopping because she would get tired, and then just keep trying. Like, Sayori gets that one sprint off in the beginning, and then is just tired because she uses all of her energy. And then Natsuki is just, like, keep trying to do it over and over. And then Monika, I think, is the one who actually knows how to pace herself properly. This just makes the most sense. And then, because people are probably going to ask, MC, he's probably somewhere around the Yuri part of being slow, but a little faster. But he probably doesn't fully know. He's probably around Natsuki's, honestly. You know, I think he would also not really know how to pace himself. I feel like you would have. I feel like he would have to get some of the other girls to help him. And I also like to think that Monika actually helps the other girls while she's, like, lapping and stuff. Probably, like, when she, like, runs by them, she tries to help them out and everything. Because that's just the type of person she is. Anyway, Zero headcanon over. Let's continue. How do you feel about having your picture taken? These are some very random questions. Why there's just a question about, there's a topic with photography. Is there gonna be more picture questions?
Wait, you're telling me there's a camera here? Are you kidding me?
Well, technically there's a camera. I am recording, but like, I don't know.
Never liked having my picture taken without my permission. Just, please don't take any pictures of me unless I ask. Okay, Zero?
Of course. Now, she didn't say I couldn't record her without her permission. That sounds worse. Is there can I put a button to, like, tell Natsuki that I'm recording? Because now I feel bad.
It really mean a lot to me. I hope you can understand.
Okay. I think we're... do you have any collectibles?
Huh? You mean, like, figurines and all that stuff? Well... No, Zero. Not really. I couldn't justify spending so much on a hobby like that. Especially now when I had other things to worry about spending my money on first, you know. But anyway, putting all that aside... Huh. There's a point, actually. Does manga count as a collectible? I'm not really sure.
I mean, if you collect anything, technically anything could be a collectible. I mean, because freaking bottle caps are considered collectibles, so it's like I feel like if as long as there's a multiple of, I feel as long as there's like multiple of something, technically you can collect anything. Anything can be considered a collectible. Also, yeah, I'm with Natsuki on that fucking spending money thing though, because like that's always me. Like I always like want to get like a figure or something that gets released or something that I see, because like they always look really nice and everything, and I'm like, oh, I can like put that somewhere. But then, yeah, it's like sometimes I can't sit there and justify spending so much money on something that I'm just gonna, like, put in my room somewhere, you know? Like, obviously, I do try to buy some merch of things that I really do enjoy. Like, obviously, like I said, I pre-ordered that Monika and enjoyed day one, obviously. And I do have some DDLC acrylic stands. I mean, I think I showed those on Twitter, actually. So if you follow me on Twitter, you saw me post those. I recently got some Amori ones, actually. I really like those. They're really cute. But, yeah. So, yeah, I don't really have many figures or collectibles, mostly because every time I see them, I'm just kind of like, I don't know if that's something I want to spend that much money on. Like, the Monika Android at least wasn't in the triple digits, you know? It was like about 80 bucks, I think. So I was like, okay, it's decent, you know? It's doable. Plus, again, I really love DDLC and Monika as a character, so I'm like, fuck it, I had to get the Nendroid. If the other girls did Nendroids, I might have to get them too, sadly. But I doubt they will. But we'll see what happens.
What do you think, Zero? Would you call it a collectible?
Well, it definitely isn't literature. Why would I say that? I'm stuck in a room with her. She would kill me. I'm not doing that. No. No.
Oh. So I suppose I am something of a collector after all. Well, in that case, just let me know if you ever feel like a tour. You won't find a better collection.
I know there's probably tons of people who are angry at me that I didn't click the other option, but to be honest, I'm being honest with this mod. I'm picking the options I would pick. And to be fair, I consider manga to be literature. It is literature. Obviously, I'd say it isn't to tease Natsuki, but it's like, it is literature, obviously. It's a fucking book. Of course it's literature. Plus, I don't think it's smart to make the fucking girl angry who I'm stuck here with. Already asked her, she voted with me. Already asked her favorite animal. I think what? Favorite season? I think we're only left with favorite season. Oh, there's transport. Yeah, can you drive? Have you ever flown anywhere? You're into cars? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, okay, so we're getting close to the end of the questions. I wonder if this will unlock, like, more questions. I'm hoping it does. So we'll go, what's your favorite season?
Huh? My favorite season? That's a little random, isn't it?
Can you stop judging my fucking questions, Natsuki? Like, what the fuck?
Well, anyway, tough question, Zero. I think if I had to pick, it'd be summer. Duh. Why? Just think about it. Long trips to the beach, ice cream in the shade, lazy evening walks to the shops. I mean, what's not to love? I could just enjoy life out there without having to worry about the weather. I don't think I need to make my case any more clear, do I?
I don't know what mine would be. I would say winter, but I hate being cold, so I feel like I'd say summer too. Summer is kind of nice. The outside does look nice in the summer. It's just you gotta make sure you have air conditioning. Without air conditioning, summer's terrible.
Although, what about you, Zero? What's your favorite season?
I don't really have an opinion on autumn or spring, I'm gonna be honest. I only have opinions on summer and winter. I don't like spring because spring has a lot of rain, you know? You get the spring showers, and I'm like, that shit's annoying, you know? Like, so much rain, it just fucking Just makes you feel sad. Like, rain is only good for when I'm going to sleep. Because when I'm going to sleep, rain is nice. Because rain makes me sleep very well. Good sleep. You know? And it washes away pollen. So that's always nice. You know? Everyone's always affected by pollen. So, rain, always lovely for that. But when it's just, like, raining constantly, like, it gets a pain in the ass. Sometimes it can knock out your power. You go outside, and there's a bunch of freaking... It's a bunch of water everywhere. Freaking, why am I saying freaking fucking? Why am I saying fucking? This ain't a Christian channel, but it's fucking. You go outside, and then like it also smells all mildewy and everything, you know. So it's like that's the negative about spring. I really don't have an opinion on autumn, like at all. Like I really don't have an opinion on it. And winter, I'm not a huge fan of the cold a lot of the time. I mean. Winter does give eggnog, because, you know, eggnog comes back because it's during the time of December. And it is Christmas. Christmas is in winter. You know, but summer is when school is out for most people. So, there's that. You know, you got all the beaches and everything for summer, too. It's pretty good. Pretty good. So, I'll go with summer.
Aha! I knew it! Nobody gives us some fun in the sun. Am I right? I'm glad we both agree, Zero.
Yeah, I guess I agree with you, you munchkin. Alright, what's next? Okay, now, yeah, I think now it would be transport. Yeah, are you into cars?
Huh? Am I into cars? Well, to tell you the truth, I've never actually owned a license.
That's not surprising. I doubt you can even look above the fucking windshield.
I don't even think I could afford to learn. So I've never really been drawn to them, honestly. I can appreciate the talent that goes into them. I think it's actually pretty cool how expressive they can be. Like, the design languages of all the different brands, the engineering that goes into them and all that. It's pretty insane how much work goes into it. That's definitely something I have respect for. What about you, though, Zero? You did bring it up, but I thought I'd ask anyway. Are you into cars?
Honestly, I don't care much for them. Yeah, because I know there's a bunch of car people and everything, and like I can see why cars are appealing. But to be honest, I'm not the type of guy who like knows the names of a bunch of cars, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a Ford 72. You know, like I'm not that guy. If a car I can appreciate a nice looking car though, but like. I'm not sitting here constantly looking at models. Like, I couldn't even tell you, like, a favorite car model of mine, you know? I would just probably say the basic ones, like, Ferraris are nice. Like, Mustangs look cool. Yeah, you know, like, I can't really give you, like, a specific car that I love. Or, like, a specific model. So, yeah, I don't really care much for them.
I guess that's fair enough. And don't worry, I completely get it. But if someone's into that kind of thing, who are we to judge, after all?
Of course, exactly. People can do whatever the hell they want. Like, I can definitely see the appeal. Well, she already told us that she can't drive. She doesn't have a license.
What kind of question is that, Zero? I already told you I can't drive, you numpty. I don't even have a license.
What the fuck's a numpty? What the hell did she just call me? A numpty? Excuse me, what the hell is this? What is a numpty? A stupid or ineffectual person. It's British. She just called me a British insult. What the hell is this? I'm not gonna sit here and get insulted. In Britain. In Britain. I like how I said in Britain, like that's the language.
Even if I wanted to, I don't think I could afford it. Lessons are super expensive nowadays. And then there's tests, insurance, fuel, parking. It's actually pretty gross how fast it all adds up. I think I'd rather stick to public transport and my own 2 feet. But what about you, Zero? Can you drive?
I cannot actually drive. I never did get my license. Mostly because I never felt the need to. Like I said, like with Natsuki, yeah, it's like if I really need to go somewhere, I can just kind of call up an Uber or something, you know? It's like I never really felt the need to like learn to get my license. So yeah, no, I cannot drive.
Oh. Well, chin up, Zero. It isn't the end of the world. Don't worry. I'll teach you how to use the bus. That's what friends are for.
You don't need to teach someone how to use a bus. It's pretty easy. Okay, so I think this is the final question she technically has, which is, have you ever flown anywhere?
Oh, like flying on a plane or whatever? I never really had the opportunity to fly anywhere, Zero. I don't even have a passport or anything like that. And even if I did, it isn't like the tickets are affordable, if you know what I mean. Especially to someone in my position. Besides, I try not to feel too bad about it. It's way better for the environment if I don't anyway. Flying places is pretty polluting. And I think it just feels selfish if I was constantly zooming around, knowing how bad that is for everyone. But that's just me, I guess. What about you, Zero? Are you a frequent flyer?
Yeah, I don't fly that much. I've flown before, but like I've flown when necessary. Like I feel like I could probably count on my hand how many times I've flown in a plane. Yeah. I guess I'll say sometimes, because I've flown before makes it sound like I've flown once. So yeah, I fly sometimes.
Oh, okay, so the odd vacation or family flight then.
Yeah, exactly.
I see. Well, good for you, Zero. Everyone should get the chance to explore the world. Hopefully I'll get the chance someday, too.
I think that's every question I've asked her. I can say sorry, but never mind. I think I asked her everything, I'm pretty sure, right? Because of the animals. What's your favorite animal? We asked her any pets. We asked her, she thought, yeah, why do you style your hair like that? Are you afraid of lightning? Do you drink alcohol? What's your favorite drink? Are you into video games? Sports? Do you feel about your picture taken or into cosplay? Follow VTubers, collectibles? There's how do you feel about me? What's your favorite animal? What's your favorite season? Society? Society? Into skateboarding? Yeah. I mean, I guess I can ask her how she feels about me again. Okay, no, it's the same thing. Yeah, she's like, this is what I could say so far. Yeah, okay. I don't think I don't have anything else to ask her. I don't have to wait until she starts bringing up topics. But she hasn't been doing that either. Unless, is this really, maybe this is all maybe this is all the mod has to offer so far? Either that or the waiting time between her questions, or between her starting a conversation is very long. Even though I put often, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it says random chatter often, so I don't know what's going on here. I mean, to be fair, I have enough already for an episode, but this is something where it's like I definitely have to figure this out next time if I want to be able to play this more, be able to like record more of this. Because yeah, it's like I've kind of already asked her everything I could, so I don't really know. Like I don't know if she's supposed to be giving me options, if she's not supposed to be giving me options. I don't know if this is normal. Basically, is my point. But I mean, so far this is pretty cool. I like this. Like I mentioned before, I really enjoyed the, like I mentioned last episode, I really like this, like, uplift this mod got. It's got a really nice, like, facial uplift. I like that it's kind of trying to be its own thing, because I felt like one of the main issues with the original Just Natsuki was that it felt a little too similar, it felt a little too much like Natsuki trying to be like Monika, instead of it being based around, like, Natsuki's actual character. Like, the only time we got, like, a bit glimpses of her actual character were the questions. But it's, like, a lot of the other, like, her responses. But a lot of the other things that she did, I felt, were too, like, similar to Monika to a degree. So it's, like, I feel like this is actually kind of nice, you know? Like, if she actually feels more like this is actually tailor-made for Natsuki. But, yeah. I'm curious to see some more of this. So, yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. But anyway, if you'd like to download this mod for yourself, the link is in the description below. And yeah, let's say goodbye to Natsuki.
Later, Zero. I'll be okay. I'll be okay.
Oh my god. Well, that's depressing. Thanks, Mod. This has been Zero. Peace.